Scott, what's it like for Dylan DeMelo to end game 600 in that manner?
Yeah, I'm sure he'll remember that one. That's awesome. Just a big game like that and to finish it like that, top shelf. It's nice to see.
What did you like most of the way that your team played in the last two periods, where the shots were very heavily tilted along with the zone time?
I liked how we played the last two periods, and not so much the first. Where we had talked about being better with our starts and coming out of the gate. Although, we give credit to Seattle too. They came hard, and we gave up some. I think we gave up 4 odd man rushes. A little bit repeating what happened in their building. Even though we talked about it, that they were going to their D were joining, they're going to be in the rush. But we settled down, and then, like you mentioned, we took over the second, and they carried right into the third.
What would you like most about your fourth line's play? Like, they sort of seem to get some momentum shifts going for your group tonight.
Zone time, the big thing. Obviously ask them whether they're killing penalties or I get them to take D-zone draws, but they get zone time, and that's the biggest thing. And they go out and hack, whack, chop, and keep the other lines down there, or the opposition line. It isn't just the fourth line they're going against either. When they kept the Beniers line a couple times in their end of the rink, and so that's big minutes, and that's we got the momentum running there, and I probably should have run them out there a couple more times, but I just liked the way all of a sudden the ice got tilted and we were got them stuck in their end. That's why more in a second I kept rolling with the 3 lines quickly.
Part of this team's philosophy is defend really well and aggressively. You get the puck back faster and you get to go to work. That looked like the second and third period, but even then, the zone denials, they basically were just chipping it past you and giving you the puck back. Give me an idea of what worked so well in your zone denials.
Well, the biggest thing, in the first period, we got caught on the wrong side of people, and it happened, down by the top of the circles or the dots. We were kind of hoping that maybe we'd get one more cycle or maybe one more turnover, and so we got on the wrong side of people, and they had 3 above us, they had 4 above us. That's really all they talked about after the first period. Just stay above people, and force them to go through you. Don't make it easy, and let them just make one pass and catch 3 guys. I thought we did a really good job of that. On our forecheck, we got in and above and got heavy, and then that created the turnovers. And hopefully you're making them play in their end of the rink a lot. Now they're tired, and the only thing you can do is get the red line and chip it in, and then we can reload and go do it again.
Go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say on the goal that they did score, is that kind of maybe a set play or a Seattle thing with the lob? It looks like Schwartz pulled up.
I threw the sand wedge out there. It kind of caught us all. I think we weren't sure. At first it was everybody trying to find out where it was, and then but at the end of the day there was 5 against our 3. That was one of those ones where we got caught, and so whatever happened, we just didn't have the numbers back to help it.
Your team's had so many examples this year of these games where you're down and you just keep doing the right things over and over and over again, the efforts there. What does it do to kind of lock down a team's identity and faith in itself going forward to have these payoffs over and over and over again?
Well, I think early in the year when we were on our streak there, it was taking us 50 minutes. Sometimes we had to go to overtime. We had to pull the goalie. We're just staying in games, and that was a lot of the message after the second was it's a 1-1 game in our building. Just keep doing what we're doing. Force them. They'll make a mistake. You don't always want it to go the last 26 seconds or whatever, but when we play our way and we play our style, sooner or later we're hoping the opposition is going to bend, and that's when we pounce on it. And whether that comes off of cycle 5-on-5 or that comes off our power play, breaking a team down. It's just kind of staying with it, however long it takes. We're not trying to. I think we've learned some lessons over the years where we're down and all of a sudden we try to change our style of play, and then we give up more, and we give up that next goal that makes it tougher to come back.
Dylan DeMelo is obviously, scoring that goal, his 600th game. It's a big milestone, a big moment. But his presence in your room off the ice, it seems like a well-respected teammate, a glue guy almost. What can you tell us about just his impact as a leader and just a personality within that dressing room?
Yeah, we have our captains and our assistants, but we also have a leadership group, and he's a part of that. He's earned that. We just felt that. He's a guy, a voice, obviously 600 games. He's been around and he's played with, in a lot of different situations. And when you're thrust into a role like he has been the last few years of playing, top obviously top pairing. There's a lot of responsibility that comes with that. And so the biggest thing with those guys, most of those guys, is they lead by example of how they play, how they practice, how they work out, how they do their things off the ice. And that's what Mel does. Mel's, he's a great example for young defensemen. He's a great example for, players that want to play 600 games or more. And he just goes about his business every day, and he's pretty consistent.
Just wanted to ask you on Mark Scheifele. Obviously, another goal tonight. He's atop the NHL leaderboard in goals. But this year, Mark is producing an extraordinarily high volume of 5-on-5, high danger chances, more than he has in previous years. A lot of his goals are even strength. What do you think has led to that this year? He's obviously a pass-first player, but seems to be up a notch.
I think that right there, he's kind of changed his tune a little bit. And he isn't just a pass-first guy. And, but he is getting some great looks too. Like he's in a situation where, whether it's Gabe giving it to him or whether it's KC or whether it's our defense, he's getting himself in position. He's getting inside to get these looks. And, it's different if you're standing outside the dots and trying to take one-timers from there. That's probably not going in. But he does a fantastic job of getting himself into scoring areas. And I think he realizes that it's not just his line mates that need to score. When he has a chance, he has to take those shots too.
Just to make sure, he took a heavy hit after he pulled up on that one. Is he all right?
Yeah, he's okay. Yeah, he's all right. Well, he is all right now. We'll see how he wakes up tomorrow. But he did get a pretty good look there.
And then this gets to be fun because it all worked out and you got the shot block. But Nikolai Ehlers talked just about the desperate feeling, the emotion of trying to get back after the giveaway. Now he's defending a 2-on-1. Can you put, what does a hockey player feel like in a moment of panic like that?
He better get his butt back and make a play because he's the one that obviously created it. But he was so mad at himself when he came to the bench. That was a play that if he does get it to Mo, they've got two forwards standing at the blue line. But at the end of the day, I probably had a tough swallow there for a minute, and then went to see the rush come the other way. But you know what? He got back and did what he had to do, and that's why he's on that checking line. Thanks.